Hey, it's Monday Mortgage, and I'm James Hamby with Southern Classic Realtors, and as always, I got my good friend Todd Everette with Guarantee Rate. Thanks for being here today.
Absolutely. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody.
Morning, afternoon. It's either or.
Happy day.
That's right. Hey, Tom and I just got through having lunch together, and we had some pizza.
Absolutely.
And we were talking at lunchtime. You know, mortgages are a lot like pizza. You got different ingredients. You got pepperonis and mushrooms and sausage and supremes and meat lovers and all that. Sort of like the mortgage industry, you got all kinds of different ingredients,
Pieces of the pie.
that make up different mortgages for different buyers. And you might have a buyer that likes one particular versus something else. And it kind of was a fun analogy today to talk about pepperoni pizza being maybe an FHA loan.
Well, and not only that, I mean, we are taught and grow up with a narrow mind, you know, conventional 20% down. And a lot of people, that's all they think they qualify for, and they don't want to buy a home because they don't have 20% to put down.
Right.
That's not the case.
That's not the case. So whether you like cheese pizza or pepperoni and sausage or meat lovers or supreme,
Plain cheese.
yeah, in the lending world, there's a lot of opportunity for you, from putting 20% down to all the way to 100% financing.
Yep.
So you want to talk to somebody like Todd and see what's the best route for you when ordering your pizza, what kind of loan you want when you're buying a house. So I hope that helps today.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Also, it's been a great weekend. Georgia beat the crap out of Tennessee. I mean, they want to say the score was hands down a whooping.
Well, yeah, if they could do it again, they could beat us now, is what I heard them say.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, then again, had they had more points on the board, they would have beat us Saturday. So
Yeah, that's right. And LSU pulled that big upset in Baton Rouge and beat Alabama, and then our Falcons.
our Falcons.
They make me want to lose my religion. They can make me so mad. But we love our dirty birds. So today we're going to talk about two different things. And the first thing we're going to talk about is non-qualified mortgages. And those opportunities are coming back, aren't they, Todd?
They are. You know, they've always been out there. Each lender has that in their portfolio to offer. With COVID and everything, a lot of investors, a lot of companies started withdrawing those and did not offer them. Mm-hmm. And now that we're starting to see more of those come back to our disposal now.
Right. Well, with our economy being the way it is and inflation going up and interest rates going up, I like the fact that the lending industry is trying to bring things back to help buyers be able to afford different programs. So, you know, anything you want to share with these two opportunities?
So, you know, some that were, I received emails over the weekend. One of them was a Ford National program. I printed that off this morning, put that on my desk to delve into a little bit deeper due to having some real estate agents that this would fit their niche for them.
Right.
I'm jumping to that, learn a little bit about that and present that to them. Another one that came in over the weekend was a conventional down payment assistance program, 3% down, has MI, has some income limits to it. But, you know, just another opportunity there for the conventional buyer was, you know, 3% down. So.
Right. So Todd will put a little bit of that information out on our closed group for our agents.
Yes.
SCR Agents Alliance Partners. So be looking forward to that. And it's just nice to see that the lending industry is just trying to help out as much as they can with what's in front of them right now.
Yeah. It's not a bad business until you see a stated income come back. So hopefully we won't see those programs.
Yeah.
At least I haven't seen that program offered yet. So.
Yeah, I agree. The other point we want to talk about today is something that is called trigger pull leads. Why don't you explain to them a little bit what that means?
So with a trigger pull lead, what that means is that when your client applies for a mortgage with any lender, that information can and will be sold. And they will be bombarded with phone calls, email solicitations. What they can do is there's a website that they can go out to and opt in to be opted out so that their information cannot be sold to those individuals. Had an agent in our office this morning. He was asking the question because, you know, up until a few months ago, even I was putting in a fictitious email address and a fictitious phone number, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, trying to prevent that. then I learned, shortly after I was doing that, that's not the case either. It's all due to this, the opting out,
Right.
trigger pull leads.
So when you put your social security number in and you're going in to look and see what you do for qualifying for a mortgage, and you got your 3 big credit unions, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. A lot of that gets sold out to other people, and then all of a sudden you get 50, 60, 70 phone calls trying to buy your business.
Yeah.
So this is a great way to go to that optoutprescreen.com.
Yep.
And you'll put that on our SCR Agents Alliance Partners
I will.
closed group on Facebook as well for all our agents to be able to share that. So make sure you guys are sharing that information with your buyers so that they can go in and not have to be bombarded like Stetson Bennett was the
Friday night.
Yeah.
500 phone calls.
Yeah.
600 phone calls.
With that first touchdown, he was like, I got you.
Call me
Call me now.
That was great. And, about a month or so ago, I was talking to a client, pulled their credit, called him back to talk to him, and he was like, are these companies associated with you? And I'm like, no, they're not. And he was like, well, these people have called me since I last hung up with you. So
Wow.
It can be bad. The one that was complaining this morning to another VP here in our office, they weren't too happy that was being done.
Yeah.
So, that's nothing that we've done. It's all free commerce.
Yep.
It's just a matter of,
But there's a way out of it.
there's a way out of it.
And make sure you advise your buyer that they can get out of that and not have to be dealing with all
Yeah.
those calls.
Totally separate from the do not registry.
Yeah, do
It's
not call.
do not
Yep.
call registry. So
That's right.
Different one.
Well, listen, guys, we always want to bring everybody good value and be beneficial to them in the lending and real estate industry. And I always appreciate us coming each week to share this with not only my agents, but anybody else out there on social media and YouTube that happens to listen to our videos. So I appreciate the time that you spend with us each week, you and Justin and Brandy and Ben.
Right.
So
Well, I was sitting in a meeting last Thursday with a local board, and one of the gentlemen that I was sitting at the table with has been in the business a long time. And somebody asked him, what are you doing here for this leadership committee? And he's like, I don't know. He says, I've been doing this a long time. I said, well, sometimes we just have to hear it again. And then you're like, it clicks with you. I forgot about that.
right,
Well, I don't know everything, don't claim to know everything, but
Right.
I'm going to listen.
right,
And sometimes it's just doing this
yep.
will help trigger a memory or something else of that nature, and that's what we're here for.
Well, it's the same thing on movies. I guarantee if you go watch a movie and then go back and watch the same movie again, you're going to see things in that movie that you didn't catch the first time.
Yep.
And so you watch the same movie 3 or 4 times, you're always going to pick up something like, I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, even though we may talk about the same things from time to time, redundancy is good, and if nothing else, you're right, it may be a trigger point that says, oh, I didn't think about that.
Well, it's kind of like watching a Shrek movie. As a 10-year-old kid, you won't get a lot of the conversation.
That's
But as an
right.
adult, you're like, I can't believe they allowed that.
That's
But-
right. That's right. So everybody, we appreciate you. We're glad we can bring you our Monday mortgage moment today, and hope you get a lot out of it. And thanks again, Todd, for being here. I want to wish everybody a fantastic week, and until next Monday, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.